Hey folks, just a quick little video here, I guess to demonstrate my DIY rotary indexer or whatever you want to call it. Basically what we got here is a little 12 volt DC motor with I think it's probably 100 to 1 gear reduction on it. And then we've got a belt drive that allows me, I can turn the pulleys around and go, you know, underdrive or overdrive. And then this, I believe, is about a 60 to 1 worm gear that we're feeding coming up. And I built, for these spindles, we're doing a weld to lock that spindle into the bushing. So I just put a pipe on there that perfectly accepts the spindle. And then I'll support my arm off this Bessie clamp and hold the welder here. I've also got actually an old cast iron drill press table. This is the drill press table that I modified. You can see I welded a collar on it that would match this key shaft, and we just put an Allen key in to secure it. I also chucked it into lathe and put these little scoring marks in here so that, let's say I'm making a part like this coil spring spacer, instead of having to spin it and monkey around with it to find center, I can generally just line it up at one of those score marks, and then I don't have to worry so much about it wobbling when I'm welding it. And then if I want to hold something different, you know, it gives me the option to, you know, put a scroll chuck on there, and then I can use regular clamping apparatus to hold the scroll chuck down. So, but the only thing I ever actually weld is this spindle, and I've set it up. Now when I weld it, obviously the larger the diameter, the slower the part you're welding should be turning. So I put on this item here, which I sourced from Amazon, which is a DC motor controller, speed controller. And basically I've got it hooked up to a 12 volt power supply that runs off of 110. You see the cord plugged in down there, but then I can dial it up and dial it down from 0 to 100%. So basically for this weld, I know based on prior use that I wanted at about 57%. For this particular weld, I got about, I think 30 seconds is what it should take me to do a full perimeter weld. So anyway, without wasting a whole bunch of your time, I'll set up here and I'll demonstrate how it works. Here we go. And there we have it, one nearly perfect circular weld. And I have a choice. I can do sort of a weave like I did on this one, or I can hold it stationary and do more of you know, a machine looking weld. Regardless, you know, it makes it pretty simple, makes it look pretty professional, all with about, I would say I've got $150, well, no, not including the motor. Let's say $250 invested in this entire setup. And then all we do is take the ground clamp, hook it right on the shaft of the worm gear, because obviously you don't want to ground to the table, because if you run the current through the worm gear, you'll screw up the bearings. But I don't have any special type of connection here. Just so long as the ground is after the bearings, everything will work out fine.